Hello, Randy Rain here, and it's time for the other miniature arcade by Tomy. This is the Daring Driver, and this one is fascinating. If you don't know how this one works, you're in for a shock. I can tell you that right now. I've already done the Cosmic Clash and got that one in perfect working order. This time, it's now the Daring Driver. Wait till you see this. So the same goes for this one. The decals look so great. Almost perfect, but there is absolutely no way that I know of to get this off without destroying it. Another thing on this one, it's not on the other one, but only on this one, there's a screw right here. So this decal has to come off, but heat will work on this one. This is just a normal decal. Just heartbreaking that you have to do that. Yeah, there's a lot of corrosion going on in the battery compartment. And this guy is gone. But yeah, you see what's going on here yet? Well, that's what you gotta take this off too. Forgot. If I remember correctly, some of these you took out, some of these you didn't. Yeah, that's it. And yeah. And what's happening is this is a one-way mirror. You're looking at another mirror, so it's like an infinity mirror with these little red LEDs. And as this thing moves back and forth and rotates, and those LEDs move side to side, it looks like your road is going on forever. Really quite fascinating. And then you have another, almost like a Pepper's Ghost type of thing right here. And that's the explosion. It's really quite interesting. I'm going to take these off. Take these off. These little guys fell out. Okay, they can come out. That's what moves this mirror here. Take these off. There's like a tab somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right here. There's that. I think there might be. Uh-huh. That's what I thought. You got to get up pretty early in the morning to fool me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and desolder some of this stuff to make it easy for me. So yeah, here's the detection. So when you get to the gearbox, this is going to activate the detection here, and it hits these things. So when you go out of bounds, it does that on either side, and these just come out. I'm going to take this off. Here's the gear shift, and that comes off. This can come off now. I guess this whole thing lifts up too. It's on a square shaft, so it can travel back and forth, but it spins. It's making this thing move. Alright, let's take this part off right here. I think it needs to come out. Let's get this one. Here. Here's how this section works. The motor is turning this crown gear, which I see a crack on, and I probably don't have that gear, so that might be a problem. But anyway, it's turning that crown gear. Down below is a planetary gear. If I can get it out of there. And it's either going to be turning here or here. But normal action is going to be turning here. It turns this one, which in turn is turning this one, which is turning this gear. So this gets turned here, and then depending on how you shift the gears, it's how you move this back and forth here. And this is on a little square rod. That's how you change speeds. And then that gear comes to this one. It's connected to here. That gear comes down to this crown gear here. And it goes to another planetary gear. And it can connect to 3, I think, maybe 4 different ones here. Maybe even this one. It's this thing right here that's changing the gears. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and take that rusty screw out. And this thing's spring loaded here. And we'll put that in some CLR. So this one, all it's doing is making this go forward and backwards. It's going to make it spin from here, so it's going to be going that way. Or it can move to this one, and then it'll go that direction. And then, or it can go to this one, move in that direction. And so it's making this little arm go in crazy ways. That's going down there and turning the programming wheel. That programming wheel is making this thing move up and down to make this change directions. It's also over here. It's moving this thing as well. Anyway, that makes this thing right here, and that's what's connected to here, and that's what moves it back and forth that direction. Makes the road get skinnier and bigger. And that's when you have this over here, that literally, this is the amateur and pro. When you put it on amateur, you're literally lifting this up so that it won't do that. And that's what it's doing here. This is continuing over to here. Alright, I'm working on a gear. Take this off. Alright, just this. Correct. So if this went on, doesn't fit strong. And I put this one on, which I think that's going to have to be fixed too. But can I fuse these together? Yeah. Go ahead and take that off. Replace this one. That is looking good. I like that. Okay, I think I have both of these. Well, you don't want to come off. On there pretty good, huh? Well, you won't be forever. You're getting replaced. I don't see any crack on that one. Let's go down here. I can't believe they're not broken. I guess I should take this off now. Oh, this whole thing comes out, huh? There's a little switching going on back here as well. That's right there. There. Like that. I do believe. Yeah, that one's got to be broken. Get this out of the way. Little white lithium grease. This goes like that. That goes in there. That peg has to slot here, so that's got to go in like that. This thing goes in like that. And I'm going to make sure that big tooth goes into that big slot there. Then we'll do the opposite, so it's here. And this is the right. And this goes like that. There. There's this gear. It's got a little timing tooth on it. We'll start it there, rotate it, it falls into place. That should be it. This is the things that activate this. And so basically you got to keep your car in between these things, because then they're moving back and forth and it's moving this way. So as you turn your car, and if you don't, you hit that. Let's look at this thing. There's a little noise maker on this one. And that's what's flashing the LEDs. Yeah, I think this one doesn't do anything until this gets pushed up. But I'm looking at the gears and I'm not seeing any cracks on there. So we got this little doodad here. Some sort of explosion. Yeah, that one's fine. I'm not gonna worry about that. Little double helix. What's this guy? Little slip gear. Oh, that's the steering wheel right there. Yeah, the steering wheel vibrates when you wreck. And so that's what's happening here. You turn that, but that goes boom, 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 like that. Was it this one? And that's what moves the little car back and forth. Take this off. Okay, yep, there's the steering wheel. Here's the shifter. Well, look how fancy that is. This guy. Tin tooth, we'll be replacing that no matter what. This one is actually cracked. The old gear shift off. I'll give that a little cleaning. It's a little disgusting. It's moving a gear and disconnecting over there. It's amazing. Or at least you come out because you're cracked. I can stick my fingernail in that one. that'll work. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this thing right back in. Might as well put a new one of those on there. And this can go back. I have a very bad problem here. This is all broken. There's a rusted out screw in there. It's for this piece. I'm not sure what to do, but I know I gotta get this piece out here. Now there's so many different ways I could go about fixing this, and I guarantee you, no matter what you're thinking, I've already thought about it, and I didn't like the idea. When I found out this aluminum tubing is the perfect size, this is the rabbit hole I decided to go down. So now what I'm going to do is take my little heat pin here and just fill this up. I think I'm still in the game now. But there was one more thing that I had to fix, and I thought it was going to do me as well, and that's this gear shift right here. The only way I could get this thing to work is if I held it down real hard and I moved it into a spot that wasn't one of these notches. So as I put the top back on here and try to do it, it wouldn't work anymore. Third gear would kind of work, second gear would crunch, first gear wouldn't do anything. So I realized that this was riding up too far, this shaft. So I used my little heat pin right here to melt it and add some plastic so it won't do it. So it's in there a lot firmer. And then I found that I could get it to work, but it wasn't in a position. So I reshaped the damn thing so that it could be in a position that would work on all three of them. And technically it will work now. You can see that it does work. Okay, I guess it's time to fix this. I've cleaned it all up and it's just that one right there. This gets poked in. I've got it working down to here. I turn this on, it works fine. What happens next is when I put this on and these things get put on, these little shuttles. These little shuttles travel right here on this little track, just like this. They stick right here, and so as it moves back and forth, it moves these on this track. Here's the problem. When I put this on, and this goes onto this here, and this goes onto right here, it being on the track, pushing down on this. And that locks in like that. And then there's screws that pull that down. This needs to be rocked back like that. if I rock it back, you can see how loose it is now. I let it go back here, and it's much harder. So I think what happened is these things right here have bent over. Now I can fix it by just moving this up like so. And so it's very loose. I'm going to take some O-rings and put one right here and one right there. And that'll keep it from going down as far when I screw it in. And this is a two-way mirror that allows you to see the reflections of those LEDs blinking. And then since this one's curved, it makes it look like it goes into infinity. Are you kidding me? Every step of the way, there was something out of whack with this and was broken and not working and crooked and twisted or something. I can't believe it actually works. I mean, I'm shocked, and I'm going to put it on eBay, so if you want it, it's on eBay, but you want to see it in action, so here it is. Yeah, this almost got thrown up against the wall several times, and it almost became just a parts piece. But it's on eBay right now, and it actually works, so it says very low bid starting. So if you want to help the channel out, go check out eBay. Anyway, if you like the video, I sure would appreciate a big thumbs up. If you want to see more of this stuff, hit subscribe. I want to thank these people. These are the patrons. These are the people helping me out. These are the people allowing me to fix Daring Driver, which was completely daring trying to fix this crazy thing, but it finally is fixed. So I thank them all so very much. And if you'd like to become a patron, of course, there's links and all that stuff. Anyway, check out eBay, and thanks for watching. We'll see if we have time in this video to show you how hard it is to get this off. Soaking it in just soap and water will get a lot of it off, but not the glue. But alcohol will act as a solvent and break it down. But as soon as the alcohol evaporates, the glue goes hard again, so you gotta work kind of quickly. And keep doing it multiple times.